Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, all my artists, creatives, crafters, and makers. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab, and welcome to our very first Sip and Share of 2022. So I'm not sure how you guys brought the new year in, but as for me and mine, we were right here in home. Our church started a twilight service. I think it's called that. Don't get me to line. It might have been called a moonlight service, or like it could have been a sunrise. I don't even know what it was called. I'll be honest with you, because my texts come through so late, like when they send them, because I'm here in the valley of the shadow of cell phone death. When the the text message comes through, it's probably like hours or sometimes a day after it's been sent, especially if I haven't left the house. Nevertheless, so we had the service that it started at 10:30 with like a pre-glow. We call it a pre-glow, and that's just where we play gospel music and by request, usually by request, and this is on Zoom. And then at 11 o'clock started the service. It started off with prayer and then a few words, and it was really, I really truly enjoyed it. So I brought the new year in at home with my family, and also with my church family, my sisters and brothers in Christ. And so while I was sitting in service, Josh was in another room, loud as can be. I'm so glad my mic wasn't on, but he was gaming with his buddies. But I'm grateful that he took the time out to stop at the countdown to come in and bring the new year in with me. So I was just imagining, like, this is what it's going to be like when he's a teenager. He ain't going to be bothered with the parents. But I hope you guys brought the new year in with good thoughts, in a good spirit, maybe with friends, family, or loved ones. I'm looking forward to quite a bit of new and exciting things this year. But y'all not here for me to recap what I already told y'all in the last two videos. We're here for a sip and share. So let me sip and share with you the things that I normally do. So starting off, what am I sipping on? As you can see, a nice cup of cocoa. Okay, well, I spilled a little when I was putting that down, so it's left a little ring, but nevertheless, it's here. And I put some whipped cream on top because why? Why not? It's the first day of the year. I want to bring it in real richly. Real richly. So, hot cocoa with a little bit, well, not a little bit because I filled it all the way up to the top, whipped cream. Now, what am I watching? I am watching a series called, my family and I, season 1 of Man and Wife. I don't know where I have been. This is an amazing series. It's got a predominantly all black cast. It stars David and Tamala Mann, who are, I believe Tamala is a lead gospel recording artist. So the show is really good for all the family and humor, a whole bunch of humor. I don't even know who the writers are for, but it's hilarious. And then there's a lot of comedians that I've come up to, they're probably my age at this point or a little bit older, but that I grew up watching, doing on the comedy tours and stuff like that. So Man and Wife, we're still on season 1. We're going to take our time going through that because I think they have a few more seasons. What am I listening to? To be honest with y'all, let me tell you. Let me take a little sip. Oh my gosh. That's good. One more sip, y'all. Bear with me. It's been a minute since I've had hot chocolate. My son, when he was young, when he was small, like around 1 or 2, me and my husband, we drank coffee. I don't drink coffee. Very rarely do I drink it. From time to time, just depending on the mood. So probably maybe 3 times a year. My husband drinks it all day. Anyways, but when Josh was small, just started walking and what have you, he'd see me sipping out of my coffee mug and he'd be like, "Can I have some?" And I'm like, "No, it's coffee, honey." I said, "But I can fix you some." I'll fix you some coffee. I'll give you some. So I let him taste a little bit. And so he liked it. And I was just like, oh. But I wasn't going to give him, a sippy cup full of coffee. So I started calling it coffee cocoa. This was mommy's coffee cocoa. So when I made him his coffee, it actually was cocoa. I called his coffee cocoa too. So he grew up calling this coffee cocoa. So he no longer wants anything to do with coffee cocoa because he's on to like, can he get something caffeinated? Which he ain't getting. Okay. Nevertheless, I'm moving on. What am I listening to? Fireplace sounds. Fireplace sounds. Yep. I like the background sounds. I like it playing in the back. And rain. There's a couple of like 17-hour YouTube streams or videos that have like soft crackling of the fireplace. So sometimes if I'm feeling a little pressed or stressed, which I don't really like to claim that, I just feel a little weighted by responsibility, I'll turn that on while I'm getting other things done, or if I just want to relax. So for now, I'm listening to white noise. That's what it is, white noise. No music. I'm not listening to any music right now. White noise. What am I reading? Honestly, I started a devotional. Um, mm, I'm gonna say about a year and a half ago, and it was, I mean, um, walk through. No, it was a year through the Bible. Did you hear me say I started a devotional a year and a half ago? It's gonna take me 2 years to get done with a year-long devotional. Nevertheless, I am still going through it. Okay, because every once in a while I'll skip a few days and because I do other devotionals. This is just one so that I can get the knowledge of the Bible in me. But the devotionals that I typically subscribe to are ones that are topical. So it may be parenting, it may be starting a new career if that's what I'm working on, things of that nature. But this particular one is just really to consume the information for later usage, obviously. But I'm about 95% done right now. So I'm just focusing on finishing that up. Not hurrying, but, letting it soak in, getting done with that. What am I working on? A couple new series for the channel. And I've started up my Patreon channel. There's a link down in the bottom. If you guys want to join me over there, there'll be some exclusive content over there that is not going to be here on the YouTube channel. Because some things are not, it's not necessarily private, but I don't want to be all over the place here. I kind of already am, but I stick to mostly paper crafting here. I would like to delve a little bit more into arts, so that's where I'll be doing that at. You're more than welcome to join me over there. Anyways, but the two new series that I've started are for the YouTube channel. It'll be available on the Patreon channel, but it's for here. What am I planning? Or should I say, where am I going? Well, I don't know if I've mentioned it in any other previous videos over the past week, but we had family in from out of town, from back home, and for Christmas. And the day of Christmas, Josh and I both were sick. What? I had tickets for the day that they left for us to go to, the day after they left, for us to go to the Van Gogh immersive experience in Atlanta. But because we weren't well, we were not well, I had to have the tickets put on a voucher. And so I've rescheduled them. So we'll be going there in the next couple of days. I'm trying to get in there before he goes back to school. So that is what I'm planning. Um, mm, oh my gosh, I would just love to just slurp the whole mug down. Then I'd have a sugar rush and be passed out somewhere. So probably not a good idea. Now listen, I wanted to share something with you guys. I am a Patreon of, while I am a creative, I like to support other creatives. I am a Patreon. I'm a new Patreon of Amanda Tro. I think that's how you pronounce it. Maybe Trog, but it's Trough. Don't don't blame me if I can't pronounce it correctly. But anyways, and she provided us with these freebies. These digital for her patrons. And I'm honestly, I just can't wait to get started on using these. I've got a few ideas, so stay tuned on the channel. You'll see me implement. I don't know if you can, how well you guys can see that, but look at the. I just love that gray background with the white leaf print. Um, you probably have heard me say before, I like black, white, and bright. So I love the contrast of black and white, and then these are just so pretty. I don't know if these are jelly prints or what, but if you would like to, you can head over and check out her channel and or her Patreon channel. I'm just grateful to be able to now afford to patronize a few of my favorites. I'm also a patron of We're Baking and Crafting Meats. Next up, I want to show you guys, I'm just looking at that, I'm sorry, got sidetracked, brainstorming real quick. I've got a quick Dollar General. I got a few items that I picked up from Dollar General, so I'll show you guys that in a minute. And I'll be right back shortly. Stay tuned. Now, I'm going to say this. I will have to tell you, normally when I start a series, I have everything on hand. Or I will create something and then create the series. Okay? Because I realize after the first two parts of the project, it's going to be a little longer than I anticipated. So it's going to subsequently require additional videos, so then it turns into a series. Well, at the end of 2021, I wanted to make some changes, and I wanted to give a little bit more instructive content on this channel, as well as create series that we could grow as a community together, participating in. And so I thought it out. But let me tell you this. Unlike when I was haphazardly creating series on the fly, when you create a series in expectation of others participating, you kind of have to have your stuff together. Okay, so I I have planned a lot for the two series. One is a weekly, and one is a weekly challenge, and the other one is a monthly more art-based challenge. And you're probably already familiar. One is canvas art, and the other is index art. So anyways, I said that to say, I didn't realize that maybe I should have had a bit more of my supplies on hand. I thought I had larger index cards, but I didn't. I have the I think it's 3x4, whatever, 3x5 might be. I have a whole, tons of those. So I needed to go out and get some, well, I needed index cards for the 52-week challenge, okay? So I got that. But I didn't get this from Dollar Tree. I got this actually from Dollar General. So let me just share with you what I got, because I was pleasantly surprised by one of the things that I found. So they have these index cards. These are $1.25 for 60. Not a bad deal. I also saw this receipt book. Check this out. And I think it might have been $2. This is coffee dyes, sprays, stain. There's quite a few things that I think I can use these for. But I liked, it's a thinner shape. You can back them, and it's just another fun element to add, and then also add them in Happy Mail and so on and so forth. This is what I was surprised by. Let me move this canvas. So, let me just say this. So I picked this up. I think this one was, I don't even know if this is the right receipt. This is 11 by 14. And the reason why I got this one is because I thought to myself, yeah, I thought to myself, I think this one was $4.50 or $4, $3.75. I don't know. I'm not sure. And I probably could have gotten it for less considering the quality of it. But you know what? For the sake of time and me not having a lot of it, this would work just fine. And I have no intentions of using this early on in the project, in the series, I should say, for the art, the monthly art canvas challenge. I'm not gonna start off with that one. I'll work my way up to a large scale like that. But I got these because I would like to make a set. Whatever I make, I'd like to make a set. So these were $3.75 for the two. 6x6 stretch canvas, primed art canvas. Oh, we already come primed, so that's great. And this is by Art Skills. But here's what I saw. And I just was like, oh, really? Oh, we're doing this Dollar General? Dollar General, I said. Okay. And these are half off, so they were $1 each because I got them after Christmas, of course. So 6x6 paper pad, 9 cardstock designs. I just scratched that, opening it up. This is not a bad deal for $1. $1. Check your local Dollar General stores, guys, and you too may be able to start. I think everything is 50% off the week after Christmas, and it probably will go down to about 75% the third week, and then after that it's 90%. But by that time it's so picked over, it might not be much there that you want to even bring home. So I'd suggest that next year I want to do. I said I wanted to do cream, teals, and rose gold. We'll see how if I on my Christmas tree and in my family room. We'll see if I can find any of those colors in the clearances within the next week or so. And that's another thing. Like right after Christmas, everybody's broke. Like anybody got money to be shopping in the clearance? You're trying to make sure that the bills get paid during that first week of the new year. But I'll scrounge up some money somewhere, I'm sure. Anyways. All right, so that concludes our haul. There's probably a few other things that I purchased, but that was it. That was just actually, yeah, that was it. So, all right, my friends. So this is where we are going to go ahead and wrap up our very first sip and share of 2022. I hope that you guys will continue to join me along. Now, if you're new to the channel, you're not familiar with the sip and shares, that's the format. What you just saw. In my sip and shares, I'll typically give you a little update on what I'm working on, what I'm doing, what I'm drinking, what I'm listening to, what I'm reading. I'll also share any happy mail, hauls, and project shares that I've completed throughout the week, especially projects that I have completed off camera. And then you guys will share with me in the comment section any of those things, what you're working on, where you've been, what are you planning? Okay, what are you sipping on? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Hey, inspire me. Tell me what you guys are listening to. All right, so the whipped cream was extra. I think it was extra heavy or extra. I don't even use whipped cream that often. I just got it for ice cream sundaes. But I piled it on so thick. If my son saw that, he would just shake it. I know he would shake his head. Like, she is so extra on everything. Yes, I am. Because this is what we mothers have to look forward to, the type of treats. You know. Anyways. Again, thanks so much for joining me this week. And I will see you guys throughout. I hope that you're ready to start up with me on these challenges. But until we're back here together on YouTube and Patreon, guys, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafty. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up.
Hit subscribe to join the crafty community and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.